The Battle of Jericho, Joshua 6. After the death of Moses, Joshua became the leader of the Israelites and prepared to lead them into the Promised Land. The first major challenge they faced was the heavily fortified city of Jericho. Jericho was known for its formidable walls and strategic location, and it stood as a significant obstacle to the Israelites' conquest. Divine instructions: God spoke to Joshua and provided a detailed plan for the conquest of Jericho. The divine strategy was unconventional. God instructed Joshua to march around the city once a day for 6 days with all the armed men, carrying the Ark of the Covenant and blowing trumpets made of ram's horns. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times. At the end of the 7th circuit, the priests would blow a long blast on the trumpets, and the people were to shout loudly. The siege begins. Joshua conveyed God's instructions to the Israelites. Following the divine plan, the Israelites began their march. Each day, they circled Jericho once, with the Ark of the Covenant and the priests leading the procession, while the people followed in silence. On the 7th day, they marched around the city 7 times, as commanded. The collapse of the walls at the completion of the 7th circuit. On the 7th day, the priests blew their trumpets with a prolonged blast. Joshua instructed the people to shout. As they did, a miraculous event occurred. The walls of Jericho collapsed, crumbling before their eyes. The fall of the walls was instantaneous and complete, allowing the Israelites to enter the city. The capture and destruction: following the collapse of the walls, the Israelites charged into Jericho. They captured the city and executed God's command to destroy it completely. They spared only Rahab, a prostitute who had hidden Israelite spies earlier, and her family. She had shown kindness to the spies and helped them escape. The city was burned, and everything in it was destroyed, except for the valuables that were dedicated to God. The destruction of Jericho was total, as a symbol of God's judgment and the power of His promises. Rahab's deliverance: Rahab and her family, who had been protected because of her faith and assistance to the spies, were brought out of the city and settled among the Israelites. Her deliverance illustrated the theme of salvation and grace amidst judgment. The covenant of cursing: Joshua pronounced a curse on anyone who would rebuild Jericho, declaring that it would come at the cost of the lives of the builders' sons. This curse underscored the significance of Jericho's destruction as a testament to God's power and the fulfillment of His promises. A divine victory: the Battle of Jericho stands as a dramatic testament to God's power and the importance of obedience to divine instructions. The collapse of the walls and the city's complete destruction demonstrated that victory comes through faith and following God's commands, even when the strategy seems unconventional.